How do you say? Now you teach me one. How do you say good evening?
Nan trong hình riêng thì say good evening hi thì tin cái thể rồi chứ đó. Good evening mình giả tên Louis hả gì?
What is it?
Nan sim tham một chỗ.
Yeah.
Tu thân trà căn ngài khát ý sir.
Chapter 9.
Chapter 9. Okay.
That's Luke chapter 9.
Lúc tu thân trà tung pi qua nạc khăn. Trong này là khawm here để cái thiền cái tu giảng sư cái để giảng sư để sự tu sự về khăn. Lúc tung pi qua chapter 9.
Verse 57.
Okay. Afate somna le pasari. Okay. Lúc tung pi qua na afate somna pasari sin atop tiang sin sia sakoti ro atron sia ding. Chú đi phê vì vô lại mi paketing Giêsu chú na phê na kipa kalau thôn tình ở đi Giêsuin chịu nhớ bộ đến của anh này và tiết lại bộ anh này si khal se la mi phá pa chun riana le chona mun khal anh này rồi đi mi pakhat ne na Giêsuin thu no đi asinan chuba chun boy pa ka phê pe ka pa ka phuk ta pe đi Giêsuin mi thi polling mi thi chu khum khâu hai set nang chu feola pathian ukna thu phuang sono ati adang pakhatin boy pa kalau tronding asinan mai sadika kasu le bol kawa biakta pe ti Jesuin anena zo khal tung le hoi phai lei ale tu chu pathian ukna sangi san thai lo si ti ati.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you for the opportunity to speak here to this church.
Tôi là hiện nên này na pastor itu sakna kule dan kau hanbol mi mua tu sakna sari nan nene fatang khasinan sang kene ro kanu oise.
Pastor Brett had said something this morning that I wanted to relate also to you.
Pastor Brett itu suni asip mi fatang kha thoi be paro in tu jana hin fatang kha kan nai khabe chedin si.
He talked about Christianity being more than a religion, but it's a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Christian na timi he sa khwa biak na men sirvi Jesu thoi pe tleong na tina mi si.
So I wanted to kind of flesh that out a little bit and explain a little deeper.
Tu jana hin malte in adang lam dewin ron silfia ka tumding.
You see, Christianity as a whole, in general, does not offend anyone.
Christian timihim asa khwa him zong poiman arelo nan.
It's when you begin to define what a Christian really is.
Christian hi jiang vek in anung ding timi kan fe ka hin pietana thei theu si.
Where I come from in America, you say, I'm Christian, most everybody will agree. I'm Christian too.
Kaya Amerika kasi rami kasi ito kahin Christian kasi zaman Christian kasi ruang harsat na kanation lo.
When you tell them what Christianity is, you start to define it, that's when you get into a conflict.
Okay. Christian timi hijun amimens I kan zong jun siang man dia tanah midang sanga tu alve walau ke Christian nun diveki timi ikan hon nun tikahin midang Christian lo sanga inte tanah chelse
Or argument or a debate.
elok na ngo pia riêng mỏ social mi pi thoi mi đam thoi biết là lộc na thu suộc thì thu xếp theo.
And in our text this evening, Luke uses 3 pictures of an almost disciple.
Tu sana hin looking asir mi bol adung thum mi bol neni asir dan asitum ada kan sirting si.
And I believe this will show us the difference between real Christianity and, well, general Christianity.
Tu sani kan sir mi ding is hin look is hin kan sirting mi is hin Christian ngai le an mini Christian siang me ka si ti kan the ding.
Now, salvation is one of the easiest doctrines in the whole Bible.
Bible in rundam nak ti thil sun ol sam dik le azon ol sam dik mi to thang tha chu si.
It is so simple, but yet it is some of the more controversial doctrines in the Word of God.
Churuanga hi mi Bible in se mi doctrine kan ti mi hi kan sir sian si le athukin har sakna tampi ton pe nak la si the.
What I found in my experience is it's not the doctrine that presents a problem, but application, or you apply it to your life.
Doctrine ti mi zum nak ti mi hin ke ma hin piatana inei lo nan Christian nun zum tui nun ti mi siang ti fe ding ti kha ahung ti ka khan ronak le kan nuna hin mola nei theu si.
So my prayer is that as we look at this text tonight, the Holy Spirit will illuminate our minds to what a disciple really is.
Tu zana hin thiam tharavin nan ne na thu asim ka zumi himi kan thu kan ngai thak le ro lai khala hin nan ne na jeng wa ti chen thiam tharau ma to na ka bei se si.
Now for context, put into what we just read, Jesus had just finished preaching at one village in Samaria.
Samaria rama hi thu tu zani kan ngai thak te mi hi Samaria rami Jesu hi thu thang tha asim ve te hi thil ummi si.
And now he's beginning his final journey toward Jerusalem.
Himi hi nine talam ahun top lami Jerusalem apan re do lai fangi thil seng mi si.
Jews and Samaritans did not always get along. You know this.
Bible tuan tua in Jew le Samari mi pol ki mi hi umi chuang pol chu an pet leong na ka thalo le sa.
Jesus didn't do things the way they thought he was going to do things.
Jesu khalin tua ding mi le thil tua mi ma wa khan mi dang body zum dan le mu dan ve kin tua da lo for ni.
And while he's on the way from that village to Jerusalem,
hemi village hemi khuate si asoi Jerusalem lampan I afe la ya.
A young man chases him down and says, "Lord, I will follow you wherever you go."
Mi nau zet pakhat rang va lai an lunga ra Jesu ne na kalau thum ding tiati.
Can you see the emotion in his words?
Chumi lai Jesu ro nak le ama so tu pa ding thilung ding mi kha kan khat man thiam ve pe mo.
See, Luke doesn't tell us why this man chased Jesus down and volunteered to follow him.
Look hin hi siang rong si Jesu hin hi pa hin hi tlang wal pa hin Jesu hi adumi athun hi fiang ten in sim lo.
Maybe it was because he was moved by Jesus' preaching.
Asimai thei Jesu in tu tang tra sim kha asim thiam adi rong atla sim thei.
Because he spoke as one having authority.
Jesu in tu asim ti ka khan tu pe je tu nei je ve kin ki Jesu khan tu kha asim che ro ka sa thei.
Maybe he saw the miracles Jesus did.
Jesu in thilmang bang za to mi rong atla thei.
Maybe it was a combination of both.
An rak pet leo an rak theo thak rong atla si men thei kan thelo.
So he heard Jesus' words, he saw his miracles,
Jisui thu a thei Jisui thang thu thang thasim mi a thei Jisui thil mak to mi mang mang za to mi tla arak mu.
And he says, man, this is the guy I want to follow.
Jisui thil to mi a thil mak to mi le a thu thang thra asim mi amu tika kan hi pa ro ri kami hol kami do mi chu si ti kha ama ina thei.
In Matthew's account of this same story,
Matthew hin he thu thang thra he bai thu thang thra khang hi asim tel ve
he describes the man as a scribe.
Hi pa Matthew ve thung hi chun he mi tlang wal pa hi jek tu secretary pakhat si ti.
And if that's the case, maybe he remembered one of the prophecies about Jesus.
Jisu hi mi Matthew a hi chun Jisu in hi mi tlang wal hin Jisu thu hi arat thei ran chu thilmak to mi thilmang bangsa to tu asi ti kha arat thei ran si.
And so he thinks, whoa, this is the Messiah. I mean, this is the one. I'm going to get in on the ground floor.
Yes. Himi Jisu Christ ra uri thilmak atwa mi pathian fa ba chu si ko ka thon do bi ka du mi bi chu asi ko ti ama khang a thefia.
Whatever the reason, something prompted him to chase down Jesus and say, I want to follow him.
Jiang khalo le ama a thil lung so khan I tlang wal thil lung so na tuan tu a chu si ko vi a Jisu ha thon digin ama khan so pe chana en se to ase.
Now, you would think Jesus would say, well, come on now. We'll take you down to the river. We'll baptize you, and you can come be my disciple.
Jisu kan ro la I thu ro la Jordan tifa kalau baptisting ta atu chuang lo vi.
You would have thought Jesus would have welcomed him with open arms. You would have thought Jesus would welcome him.
Hi ama kan Jisu kan I welcome kau ding I let kan kau ding di kha a thei fian se.
That does not seem to be the case when you look at verse 58.
Chu mi chung chang chu hi to verse he riat na kan zawa hi chun hi rek chun aziat che chau nan.
Jesus said, the foxes have holes.
Si Jisu si hal pol chun riana le lu na kwa an nei.
And the birds of the air have nests.
Vani van zuang mi pol khatin bu an nei.
But the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head.
Sinan min lai fa pa hi chun lu ha na ting lu thu na ting an lo si.
Jesus wanted this man to understand that even animals have the basic necessities in life.
Jisu magnak chu Jisu yang thil tu ami dang mo na ki nep son le ropi lo son le alang hi amagnak si jiang kim thil tu ami rang khalen umna honan nei wa te khalen buan nei asinan Jisu chun luthuk na ane lo ti amak si.
The fox has a den to raise his babies.
Sihal khalin riana kwa an nei chena ring khal an nei electing khal an nei fa te khal an nei an fa le khal an zau thei.
He says the birds have a nest where they can lay their eggs and raise their young.
Va te khalin bu an nei ti an toi an ti isin fa te an nei fa te khal an zau thei.
But it says the Son of Man, if I go to bed, I'm going to sleep out under the stars.
Minung fa pa pathian fa pa kasi kadu le van chung khala kin ka thei kadu du na ka riak na ka to thei nan.
If I eat, I'm going to eat underneath the shade of a fig tree.
Kadu le ni sen sa sun sen pasang khala thing dai nem ki ka tau ter thei tu tu si.
Even when I die, I'm going to be buried in someone else's tomb.
Kadai ka thi tik khala zoi thlan mo sia midang thlan thlan ro pia ka I thei in pu thei.
So he looked at this young man. He says, are you sure?
Chu việc chu ka din mun asi wa te man banglo ran man banglo ka si ke thun din sia chun hi ve hi si ve tingin na huwag mo tiya si sulati.
Are you sure you want to be my
Na
disciple?
tungay mo in tungay mo tiya ti.
Because if you commit to following me, you're going to have to walk in my footsteps.
Ikay tungay siya sun harnak mang katuan mo veki na tuan ve tulsi.
Jesus said the servant is not greater than the master. The world hates me, the world will hate you.
Okay. Mi siya lo chu apule na kin aropi da loi. Chu ve chun midang tu na lo dingin siya lo na tuan ding ve kin ke tu na chun na jul.
See, Jesus wanted this young man to understand that before he made that commitment, he needed to understand one thing.
Jisuin yang mo hiya ma thun ding chun thei fian ter ta kha khai tlang wan ba kha tu azir tu si.
Jesus said, I am void of, I don't have any earthly possessions.
Jiang man hi le thila ne mi ka ne vi le thil ro pi na jiang man hi ka ne na lo tu chu le tol.
And if you're going to follow me, you're going to have to be willing to let go of all of your worldly possessions.
Cái thun ding asia chun hiang le thil mo hi tan ta e na thil lo za te e jiang kim tor wa mi thun tul.
Basically, let go of any ties between this world and your heart.
Na thil lo hi na thil lo shu hi le tu na hier na chak na thil mo khal kha na tan ta tul.
You have to be willing to let go of anything that would come between an intimate relationship between you and me.
Jisuin nang le ke kan pet lai nak tingi dal tu sim hi le thil kha na ron le thei tul si ti.
You see, what Jesus did not tell him was he was on his way to Jerusalem.
Jisuin hi Jerusalem lam pani affecting tui mai lam moni thil sang ting man kha sim si lo.
So if he was going to follow Jesus wherever he went, then he was going to have to follow him Jerusalem.
Cái thu ding a si chun Jerusalem a kan fe dingi Jerusalem ka pari thil sang ting khal ka na thei dingi.
And Jesus there was going to be arrested
Cái chu kai ter ka si dingi
and beaten, mocked, and crucified.
vel ka si dingi fuak ka si dingi thi thing ti khopi fuak vel tuan ni ka si ding.
He did not tell him that part.
Tuang mo har sak na chu na tuan te the na ready na tuan te be mo.
But Jesus knew his heart.
Sinan si suin kapai thil long ka thei.
Jesus knew if this man's heart, if he wasn't willing to forsake this world,
Jisuin khang hua hua kha hi bai thil long hi tlang wal bai thil lunga in umi a thei ke in thun ding man nga in ap tim to si kha Jisuin a thei
he would never be able to endure the persecution that was going to come his way.
jiang khlo le ka tuar vek chu a tuar the lo ding nan sinan in thun tu du ne asi.
Jesus said to his disciples that did follow him. Jesus told his disciples, look, you're going to be brought up before kings in my name.
Jisu in ke in thu na si chun hi kho ve la ramuk tu maya se million le soi tu sual maya se nan tin chan atul chan om le tu chu nan te tul.
And you're going to be beaten. And many of you will even be killed for my name.
Ka mini luang a thina rok le ve na tla nan tuar kauling.
That's the life of a disciple of Jesus Christ.
Chu si Jisu I thu tu I nun lai ril nun lai mu chu.
So they were going to have to surrender their earthly possessions.
Jiang kim kan nei mi le kan thil long ai kho ve li ti boy tu mo hi Jisu tu kan se chu kan tan ta the tul.
It's not material in most cases.
Chuang chu hi mi sum le pai le hi kho ve thil ri ti mi a sikher lo phei.
It's more of the affection or the attitude of your heart.
Su kan thil long kan tu na tla hi kan tan ta tul thil hi kho ve thil ro thil sum le pai long seven kan thil long sual am mi kan ro sual mi kha kan tan ta tul.
He says you will never be able to follow Jesus wherever he goes unless you're willing to divorce yourself from this world and the attachments of the world.
Chỉ sự thôn tu sĩ định chuẩn hiang mua nó thiền lông này thụ nạc nó thiền lông xuân rami sĩ sẽ sum lệ bài sĩ sẽ mù thế lâu sĩ sẽ khang mua khác chỉ sự thôn tu nó sĩ định chuẩn chỉ sự nó tu big na cái lâu đào tu sẽ chuẩn khang mua khả năng tạm ta chun.
I've shared this story with Pastor Greg before about a missionary named Karen Watson.
Pastor Brad hin missionary asilai thil amu aton mi thil kha atwa hin malte karolo sinding.
She was killed in Iraq in 2004.
Chu Iraq mi asi thong mi palia khan lunau asi juntu si ruanga thina karaktuar.
When the vehicle that she was riding in exploded.
Chu mi nu chu missionary asi Iraq rama hin achuan na mo to khan puak thei bom an rak kami ruanga khan missionary nu kha athi pa si.
She was completely sold out for Jesus because she thought that he was worth it.
Zis kai noi zum na kha amakin aropi asiang kim tak kha ape ai ram ti nong zedi khal kha ani chana ti vela.
She left a note to be opened in case she did die.
Ma hin ataksa hin sa fatehi atori ngani chumi chu azian tilai khala apai rin.
She said, when God calls, there are no regrets.
Jisu chumi chu azia mi chu Jisu ko na timi hi siro ko undalo timi kha ra se.
I was not called to comfort or success, but to obedience.
Jisu thun hi leiro pin na ma ting ka thun ve Jisu thu lungi thi khal huam ting ka thun chi.
To obey is my objective.
Adu zong le adu mi to ting ka thun chi.
To suffer is expected.
Ziang kim to ting ka thun chi.
His glory will be my reward.
Chu ka thi noi ka thrau ro pin na ring ka mu din si.
Here's the point of that illustration. Her decision to sell all of her possessions and go to Iraq and be a missionary, it wasn't made when she surrendered to the mission field.
Jiang kim anei mi kha azwa thui hi falahin anei mi azwa thui chumi tho chun Iraq missionary sitting in a fe